and irony, just like animal farm. Justice mean inequity, so who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian can say silence, Islamic leaders silence, kings and queens silence, traditional leaders silence. So who go say the truth? We are them go get so confused the call. Now by area why no better. We are them go get so confused the call. One guy's out here why no better. Who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Oh, you need it to see what's I see so. Now your friend on an iron camasem. Only papi obeka nice and beer. So I want one bet you two. Everybody was afraid. And until I learned to my quantity again, once my boy dumping one and I cheat. But who go tell the truth? Nanai or say me. Nanso bien person beka wasam because everybody is afraid. Anya safwe muayini. Akukudro for nyina dalima. Who go say the truth? Obiaja konson so to grow your man set to me be a cacobrafo. If I need a yet, if when you know yet. Na so kutrata down so be dia back or why no keke. I feel for the man more piafo, if no cross on my move. Anya safwe muayini. Akuku trofo nyina dalima. Who go say the truth? Abaya di bote chino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Kachisa would your mouth pipinuma. Would your mind never shine my preference? But who go tell the truth? TUC, silence, even journalists, silence. So then who go say the truth? Right is right, wrong is wrong, no matter how you justify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption, someone want to help you. Now the person become your target. Jobless, no they mean senseless. Poverty, no they mean useless. One day, then go resist.
A very good evening to you. Big questions, big answers, and welcome to MyView Show on today's Ghana News TV. Your deep dive into issues shaping our future. I am your host, as usual, Jerome Pan, and tonight we go beyond the headlines, beyond the sound bites, and happily, we are live on your screens on Switch by satellite and on all social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and as podcast on Anchor FM. Also via King's Radio. King's Radio can be found on a TuneIn and Hein FM, the bright light of Eastern region. On Sakina Information Center in Tatali in the Northern region, Jaframa TV in the Oti region, and many others. And wherever you are, join me as we unpack the issues surrounding the 100 days of the Mahama-led NDC government and the storm brewing around the Chief Justice impeachment saga. Wherever you are, it's my pleasure to welcome you. Stay with us and let's get straight into it right after this break.
What to say. Okay. And let's allow the law to work. Don't let us truncate the process. We cannot continue to politicize almost everything. And I would want to urge my colleagues. Yes, there is, again, you can get some mileage in there. But there are some of it that the excesses of sin will not help our democracy. And that they should be minded of these. And I'm sure that if they look at all of these and they act in good faith, it doesn't matter who is there as EC chair. This man who retired, Afarijan, he was there in the 90s. You won elections. Kufuor came, we won. 2008, Professor Mills of blessed memory won. We lost by less than 40,000. He conducted it again 2012. We went to court. Eventually, your own Charlotte Osei. Now you are owning Charlotte Osei that she's one of your own. You have a direct interest in her leadership. That, yes, you must. Because that is
Welcome back on MyView Show on Today Ghana News TV. Joining me this evening is a man who knows the pulse of Ghana's politics, the person of Mr. Charles McCarthy, the editor of the Hawk newspaper. Together, we are going to unpack two critical conversations: 100 days of Mahama-led NDC government and the storm brewing around the Chief Justice impeachment saga. Mr. McCarthy, it's a pleasure to have you on the show once again.
Thank you for having me, and good evening to your cherished viewers across the globe.
Wonderful. Okay, Mr. McCarthy, let's get it straight away. 100 days in, how would you characterize the Mahama administration's performance so far? Are we seeing real change or just a familiar patterns as usual?
Let me thank you once again for the opportunity. And then, without wasting any time further, I think that the second coming of John Dramani Mahama has been triumphant, has been an eye-opener. So I have a friend who used to ask me, so John Dramani Mahama had all these in his head, and then he decided to deprive us from it in his first thing. I think he's doing more. You see, before the election, John Dramani Mahama and the NDC had promised the Ghanaian people a lot of things that they were going to do if elected. And truly, when he got the nod, he promised that within the first 60 days, or the first, 30 days of his administration, he will form his government. Truly, he has formed the leanest government in our history. We are talking about 56 ministers as to the 60 ministers he promised. John Dramani Mahama promised Ghanaians that when he gets there, he was going to give Ghanaians 60 ministers. But as we speak today, we can say that he has just given us 56. It is short of 4. He promised to scrap the e-levy, the obnoxious e-levy. The e-levy that the MPP told Ghanaians that they will not listen to them, and that they can go to hell. The e-levy, which forced the hand of the Akufo-Addo government to alter the constitution, a long-standing constitutional provision in parliament or arrangement in parliament, where speakers presiding do not cast a vote. Because of e-levy, the MPP used the Supreme Court to ensure that a deputy speaker sitting or presiding as speaker will have a casting vote. it did not end there. When the e-levy was eventually passed, the two parties, we all saw e-levy cake. You see, rubbing it in the eyes or in the face of Ghanaians that yes, the power is for us. We can do whatever we want to do with it, and you can't do folklore. They get it. John Dramani Mahama came, living to his promise. He scrapped it. As we speak today, e-levy no longer applies to our mobile money operations and interbank system. The e-levy is gone. He made mention of scrapping other things. Talk about baller tax. It is gone. Many other things are going. He promised to review the free SHS. He has put together a committee. The committee have worked and submitted their report. In fact, the minister told us that this April he was going to start it. Unfortunately, however, the minister is dragging his feet. Me, I have gone public on that. That the claim by the minister that his initial pledge to reverse the double track to single track in April is now going to go to 2027. I take a strong stance against it. And this one is on record. Because before you came to tell Ghanaians that, look, by April, we are going to get it done, you should have consulted broadly and then before coming out. You don't come and throw things in the eyes of, if you do that, you are derailing the good image of the government. And this government is enjoying goodwill. If you ask me, the goodwill is massive. The people have trust and confidence in John Dramani Mahama. See, the promises he has kept with us, the promises he has kept within these first 100 days, my brother, it will be only a devil who will say that John Dramani Mahama has not done anything in his first 100 days.
Okay.
It will take only a devil to say that. If not, as at January 7th, when the MPP was leaving power, the dollar to CD, or there's a CD to dollar, was about 16 cedis, 50 pesos, thereabout.
Okay.
As we speak today, the dollar has surged, and the CD has surged against the dollar by 11%.
Okay.
A CD to dollar is 1 CD, 14 Ghana cedis, plus some 14 cedis, 14 credits. That is, the dollar is now, let's say 14 cedis, 50 pesos. Let me say so. From 16 cedis, 50 pesos to 14 cedis, 50 pesos. In just 4 months. Somebody stayed on for 8 years and couldn't hold the dollar for a week. Somebody came and within 4 months is holding the dollar and it keeps dropping day by day. You get Bank of Ghana giving us update that this is how the dollar is trading today. This is what we want, transparency in governance. John is doing well and he'll continue to do well. As we speak, they have finished launching the Ejumapa program.
Okay.
They have finished launching the Ejumapa program. The Ejumara program was launched. Do you get it? And they are just launching and launching and launching. It is a launching marathon. Do you get it? The 1 million, what do you call it? This code, coding program was launched. And so if you sleep and wake up, by the time you realize they are doing this, they are doing that, he promised that in this month there was going to be gold board. Less than that, Samit Mfi has delivered gold board in a record time. Gold board is working, it's recruiting, and we are seeing dividends. You get it?
Okay.
For me, the only challenge I have It is two. I have only two challenges with
Challenges.
John Dramani Mahama administration.
Okay.
That in this first 100 days, you still have MPP remnants occupying critical and strategic positions across the government strata. Somebody
Okay.
who does not think, who does not believe in your vision, if you ask me, should not be given the opportunity to sit on the same dining table with you.
Okay, definitely.
They can poison you. So if you come and leave airport in the hands of an MPP person to manage, then of course they can have the temerity, the effrontery to make allegations of cocaine bust and what
Yeah.
have you. Whereas in the last 8 years under Akufo-Addo regime, we were not arresting. The question is, were they having a free pass? Or
Okay.
they weren't cocaine business at all? The answer is one, that they were allowed to pass freely without stop and check, without nothing. And that
Yeah.
is why we were not hearing of it as is happening today. It is shame when MPP is the NDC chairman in the central, or NDC candidate in the central region. NDC candidate in the central region busted under NDC's administration, and you want to accuse NDC of doing cocaine. It means that your head is not properly screwed on your neck.
Sure.
If you ask me, so you are not thinking. This is why they are arresting everybody, including a parliamentary candidate of their party.
Party.
How can you fault them, my brother, for sponsoring cocaine business? It makes no sense. When you have state apparatus, the national security, everything is under the control of the government. So if the government truly want to do cocaine business, is it how messy they will do it? They have to do it and arrest themselves.
Marry
You
themselves.
see, it seems not. But these are the people who want us to believe that they are honorable men of our country. We should respect them by virtue of the fact that they've been elected into parliament. They get it. But the quality of the electorate matter. Sometimes we have to question the quality of the electorate that elect some of these people.
Yeah.
For me, that is one. The second issue that I'll be very happy, and I know John Dramani Mahama that we have promised as a legacy term will surely deliver his legacy term. You see, this Galamsey menace,
Yeah.
illegal mining, properly put. They say we are not against mining, true, but people are destroying our water bodies.
Bodies.
People are destroying our forests. And Ghana as a country is not making money out of it. Ghana as a country is not benefiting. That is where the challenge is. Meanwhile, we are destroying it to build other economies. My brother, as I speak to you, China tops the world cocoa production, gold production countries. Ghana is fifth. China is first. Do you get it?
Okay.
The question is, when you go to China, do they have their water bodies damaged the way they are doing to ours?
Not at all.
If not at all, what it means is that they have a better mechanisms of doing it such that they won't contaminate the water.
Yeah.
If that is the case, why not replicate their superior methods of
Yeah.
doing gold business in their country here than to come and want, because of cheap labor, they will come here and, okay, here is a free system. They can come and give people some few dollars and destroy the water bodies, make the gold and go away. That is where I have issue. So if this government is able to fight the Galamsey menace and the speed with which they have started, I can tell you with certainty that it will be fought headlong. This Abrewa Ning crime, and many other areas that the military are invading and destroying. It existed throughout Akufo-Addo's regime. True of us.
True.
With Operation Vanguard and what have we have interministerial committee on what INC something. We have Galam stop and all the stops were put together. Military men died, people died. Yes, still we couldn't identify and cry. Everyone in crime, so in crime, everyone said with just in intelligence, they've been able to dismantle a slum of over 10,000 people doing illegal mining. The IGP and his team are arresting on daily basis. Do you get it? That is it. It gives you the hope that something is being done. We have been told that, look, our forest reserves, 9 of them that were captured, 14 of them that were captured, we've been able to retrieve 9. And that plans are on course to retrieve the rest. This is governance. These things are being done in 4 months. You see, that is why the MPP is jittery. That's why the MPP is screaming. Instead of doing self-introspection and telling themselves the truth, that look, Ghanaians rejected us because we didn't know how to go about the challenges. John Mahama has come. Instead of giving him the support and at least sitting back and learn, take lessons from what he is doing, so you can learn, you can emulate and incorporate it in your campaign message. You have started attacking the mama from day one. You see, and that is why the Ghanaian people is not taking them serious. That is why they are not getting traction of all, let me say, the noise, the cacophonies they are doing around. The Ghanaian have become enlightened. Enlightened, not to say, we have become enlightened, politically enlightened. So we cannot differentiate between lies from truth. We know who is spinning and who is not spinning. Gone were the days where it would take few radio stations in Accra to want to tell people what everything is like, including lies. Today, with your platform, the whole world. I've not traveled before, but here I am talking to people across the globe. So we can expose lies. If you tell lies within 2 hours, you'll be exposed.
You'll be exposed.
Anything you do, maximum 2 hours, you'll be exposed. So your lies won't stay. Your lies won't stand. As Kevin Taylor would say, Jandam is dead. The lies are gone. So let's face reality. If your mama does something that is no good, we should be bold enough and tell him that, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama, with this one, you did not do it well. Because he's not about criticism. He's not like Akufo-Addo. That is the difference. John Dramani Mahama will listen to you. John Dramani Mahama will not send tax. He will not send security men after you, like it happened under Akufo-Addo, where journalists became endangered species to the extent that they have to run for their lives. They have to run for cover. It's not happening. Oladumochi is still screaming, doing his whatever he calls what he's doing, attacking and threatening to the extent of threatening a minister that I will come after you. You will tell a minister you come after him on the live television, and he's still working. Nobody has invited him. Okateche is doing his. Everybody is doing whatever he or she has to do. Those who stop talking under Akufo-Addo has all of a sudden found their voice, including the Ghana Bar Association. As for that bar, we will come there. You see, there's this professor, Professor Badu Akosa. Throughout Akufo-Addo's regime, he went into hibernation. We never heard him. Not a whimp from Professor Badu Akosa. Immediately Mahama was sworn, he came back from his shelves, moving from one station to another, granting interview and telling us what the world should be like. There is this Professor Kwesieni of Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Center.
Yeah.
He's now telling us that the citizens now have developed some love for military takeovers. Under Akufo-Addo, he couldn't say that.
I remember he stated that his work was at risk.
Yeah, and Akufo-Addo, his work was at risk. But today, look at where he's going. When Akufo-Addo was there and was doing all the dictatorial things as a president, you never conducted the research to ascertain the anger level of the people. Mahama has come. Within 4 years, you are testing the anger of Ghanaians to the extent that you are wishing to die. You see, hypocrisy. And these ones, we will take them on one after the other. You see, when your mama does anything, it is not good. Tell him this one is. Oh, me, I've been criticizing John Dramani Mahama, the president. I've been criticizing him. You see, the good thing is that he's not about criticism.
Yeah.
That is a good thing. For me, if you look at the array of appointees, you talk about the CEOs. I don't see any CEO that Mahama have to negotiate before he fires him or her. All of them are young boys and girls, men of my age. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Men of our age. These are not John Mahama's contemporary. Do you get it? So these are people who ordinarily address him as big bro, and what have you. So if he's sacking you for incompetence, he's sacking you and he has no answer to give anybody. That is one good thing about the kind of appointment he's making. Though some of them are not refined. They get it. But a chunk of them are good. The ministers, take the ministers. Which of the ministers will Mahama need to negotiate before he fires? Which of them? None. You see, if you have appointed someone like Guzidado as a minister and he misbehaves, quote unquote, and you want to fire him, you will need to go into conclave.
Yeah.
You need to go into conclave and go and talk before you say, Uncle Guzi, go.
Go.
But who? Look at them. A text message can take you out of your office. So I think that he did it deliberately so that he can have control of his government. And truly, it is working. Anytime he meets them, he keeps telling them, look, I am going to sack you if you fail to perform. When he met the CEO, he told them, in a matter of every 6 months, I'm going to run a survey on your performance. And anybody who falls short of my expectation, you will go. And that is what we want. Leadership is a cause. And John Mahama is delivering just that. Of course, let's admit that the mess Akufo-Addo and his team created is humongous. Humongous to the level that it will take time to do. John Mahama came and is not blaming government for creating the mess. Our situation with electricity, he has stabilized it. There is intermittent power outages. That minister, and I say again, that minister, you see, is a subject that ought to be dealt with properly.
Yeah.
These are the few ones that are giving the government bad image. And for them, we will mention them. Anybody who wants to give this government a bad image, some of us will volunteer and name them and shame them because people fought for this power.
Sure.
And many of the people who fought for this power have not benefited. It is only when the party stays longer in power that some of them will get their benefit. Sam Piale, may his soul rest in peace. All the effort he put together, this government came And he did not, even though his name was presented to Council of State, he didn't live to see
Yeah.
his appointment. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So it is like that. So when you get it, deliver, work. If you don't work, we will call you out. And like I said, the energy minister is giving us headache. For now, he's one of
Yeah.
procurement giving us headache. Mutaka is one. That statement that when you arrest foreigners, you repatriate them. It was a bogus statement. It should have come back to you didn't do. You get it. When you get it wrong, come back to the people and accept it. So we move on. That is how you do government, because I don't think that this NDC is ready to hand over in 2028. No, they want to continue to govern because Ghanaians are happy with the way things are going on. And like I tell you, I said this somewhere, let me say it on your platform. If NDC brings dollar to 10 cities per dollar, mark today, I will do GoFundMe and sponsor a legislation to make NDC a one-party state.
Wonderful.
We
Wonderful.
will make them a one-party state if they are able to bring dollar to 10.
That will be great. I hope they can do it.
You see, from the way the dollar is dropping and the cedi is appreciating against the dollar, I am not a buffalo, but I can tell you that if it continues the way it is going, by second quarter of this year, dollar will be sorry.
But what about if somebody is also thinking that maybe because of the tariff war Donald Trump is embarking on, that it might be the impact on our cedi appreciating?
No. So if it's a tariff war, are we not affected?
Yeah, well, people have the
No.
view
If
that
it's tariff war, are we not affected? If it is tariff war, how much money do we send to US as compared to China? No, they should not. You see, when you are progressing, naysayers, the PhD holders, those who want to pull you down, would have to look for things to come and say they are pulling you down. That is it. You see, if it is not going well, they will say it is not going well. Now that it is going well, they should let the NDC enjoy. It is their season, because if it does not go well, we will breathe on their neck. So if it is going well now, we must celebrate them that indeed you have done well, you pat them back, and they will continue to do well.
So far, I think there are only two things that has served as your disappointment with the NDC government: the MPP remnant still in position, and then the Galamsey menace.
Yes.
So let's just make a rough estimation. If you have to score the NDC's government performance so far out of 10, what would it be?
Oh, I'll give them 8.
Wonderful. Good. Now, if they have performed so well that you're giving them 8 out of 10, how is the grassroots base responding? Are they energized or disillusioned, or they are still waiting?
The Ghanaian grassroots or the Ghanaian community is waiting for NDC to do one thing. Okay. Implement oral to the latter.
Oral to the latter.
Just implement oral to the latter. Let anybody, any corrupt individual of our government face the law. Let them face the music. And that is all. You have promised, you see, oral is Operation Recover All Loot. Is that not it?
Yeah.
People have looted. If you are walking through the street of Accra, you will see looted lands, looted state land, and what have you. All we are saying is that recover those for us. Those of us who don't need appointment or who will not get appointment, our joy is that, yes, our joy is that recover them for us and we are good to go. Do you get it?
Okay.
That is one. 2, Like I started, you will see an NPP appointee still occupying space, whilst an NDC executive or somebody who has worked for NDC so hard is still wallowing in the streets of Accra looking for jobs. No, that cannot be.
Yeah, that's quite interesting because if you look at what is happening at the Ghana airport, where is it Ghana Airport Company or the aviation? One of them where
The Ghana
Obubia
Airport
Dako.
Company and then there's a civil aviation. The
Yeah.
person they appointed to civil aviation is also an NPP apology.
Is it the case that the NDC has not got competent people, or what could be the reasoning?
It is not the case. It is rather the case that people are safeguarding their interests. People are protecting their interests. Yes, so I am NDC. I need somebody I can manipulate, somebody I can control, somebody to be at my beck and call.
Cool.
If I pick an NDC person, it may be difficult to control him or her because we have equal stakes. But if I pick an NDC person and I'm keeping him or her there, I can always threaten him with a sack. But he knows it is not his government.
Okay. Okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Now let's look at. Well, you have already spoken about how the dollar is behaving, and then the economy is picking up. But others still want to find out if there are concrete signs, if there are indeed concrete signs beyond the stabilization of the city. What other areas can people look at to be sure that there is revitalization of our economy?
You see, there is trust in the banking sector.
Okay.
The governor of Bank of Ghana is doing so much to make sure that investors' confidence is protected. Investors, businesses, funds are protected. And so you check the policies he's rolling out. They get it.
Okay.
Take the agri sector. The Minister of Agri, Eric Opoku, is doing his best. He's performing marvelously. Haruna Idrisu, Minister of Education, apart from some of these little gaps, I think that he's also doing well. I think every ministry can have something doing apart from the gender ministry.
Okay.
The gender ministry, I say so because you are a member of parliament. Do you get it?
Okay.
You are the women organizer. And you should know that the school feeding scheme, the program, there is no law backing it. And because there is no law backing it, it has been job for the girls.
Okay.
Because we are Africans, the assumption is that every woman can cook. Okay. So it is reserved for women organizers. You have got appointment. Your husband has got an appointment. The women organizers across the country, you cannot terminate the appointment of MPP caterers and allow them to take jobs and also feed their family. You see how self-centered people are. Somebody got it, he gave you. Use what he gives you to also feed others.
Yeah.
You have decided to sit on the power. You will not cancel, you will not terminate the appointment. So NDC women organizers are still women organizers. They don't cook, they don't do anything. We have forgotten that they did the campaign. They went into the hinterland. They were roaming in the hamlets. So you give them school to cook, and they can get money to do little work of the party. 4 months, going to 5 months, and Dr. Mumu. be sitting on it. For me, it's one area. Those of you whose voices touches walls can look at. These are my observation anyway, and
Yeah.
make them
Yeah.
strong without any apology. Yes. So generally, we in Ghana we are happy because
Wow.
I work without fear.
Okay.
So there's no fear. You see how people are talking. Go to social media and see. Everybody is shouting. Eh? Chain is team are demonstrating. Nobody is stopping anybody. You get it? It's a fundamental human right. It is guaranteed in law, and the president is a respecter of the constitution. So if you want to use your head to work, it is your matter. Go and work.
Yeah.
Eh? If you break your neck, you go home. You break your leg, you go home. It is not his matter. Nobody is stopping anybody. Do whatever you want to do, but do it within the confines of the law.
Of the law.
If not, Yehoshua and his men will come after you.
Wonderful. I even understand there is a Galamsey demonstration going on today.
Exactly. Nobody cares about anybody. Everybody is going about his normal business. You have time, you want to go and demonstrate. Go and stand in the stand and do demonstration for us.
Wonderful. We wish
When
them
we
we
have
wish,
got, when we have gotten to, it's a competition of ideas.
yeah,
It is not a matter of picking the streets, but it's a matter of telling us what you think should be done.
sure.
Okay. So if you hit the street and you cannot proffer, you cannot hand over eh, a roadmap to government to look on to implement, then it's a waste of your own energy eh, and everybody's time.
Time.
Because
That
because you must present a petition. What is the nature of the petition? That stop Galamsey. Is that it? How? Tell us how, because government is doing something. It isn't that government has folded its arm and looking on unconcerned. The government is doing something, and we are seeing, we are all seeing what government is doing. If you are not satisfied and you think that government must do more, Jerome, it is only fair that you present a white paper, or if you like, a green paper.
yeah.
This is how I want you to do. I want it to be done. Until that time, I see every demonstration as normal exercise.
That is very true. Now, let's take a look at the judiciary, especially the impeachment move against the Chief Justice that has sent some shockwaves through the nation. But then, before I take your vantage point, what is at the heart of this crisis, I want to read the messages from our followers, and then we come back and we'll look at it. So, wherever you are, this is good evening, a very good evening to you. And we are live on Today Ghana News TV on MyView Show. So, I want to encourage you, wherever you are, send in your messages and we will read them out. Your questions we will share with our hosts. Starting with Nana Tefrem, who says, good evening, watching from Tatali, Northern Ghana, and greetings from Sakina Information Center. Grateful, Nana. Um, Bob says, welcome to our home's point of law. We are watching from Paris, France. Grateful, Bob, that you are part of the show this evening. Frimpon says, I'm watching from Akuse near Somonya. Point of law is saying the truth. John Mahama is doing more than enough. Grateful. We are interested in Ghana being a better place for all of us. Mavis says, I'm watching with the family from Lisbon, Portugal. Charles is always on point. Though he is an MPP person, but always speaking the truth. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Oh, Caesar, the big man Caesar himself, all the way from UK. Good account of events. Well done. Caesar, we are grateful that you are part of the show this evening. NDC Diaspora Union. I'm enjoying the show from Amsterdam, Holland. Kudos, comrades. Ghana is blessed to have the NDC and John Mahama in leadership at this time. Well, NDC will definitely go with the best for John Mahama. Koisi Insian says, good evening, watching from Angola Town in Koforidua. This is truth well told. Lady Mal says, good evening, watching on Switch from St. Petersburg, Russia. Please kindly ask him the status of Gregory Afoko. Okay, I would, but I think Gregory Afoko has been granted bail. Sekapa family, God will deal with all these hypocrites in the system. Watching on YouTube from Jimapo. Um, Jaframa TV, I am learning a lot tonight. Point of Law is one of our own from Oti region. We are proud of him. Greetings from Ravra in Oti region. Great. Kuku Yevu says a wonderful show. Watching from Suhum in the Eastern region. Brimpon says, wow, thank you for this information. You are making a lot of revelations. Mahama should sit up. Watching from Warsaw, Poland. Framer says, good evening. Watching you live from Manchania Ho, Volta region. Charles is talking tough. God bless NDC and John Mahama. So, wherever you are, welcome back. And this is MyView Show coming to you live on today's Ghana News TV. We want to look at the saga surrounding the impeachment of the Chief Justice. And this has actually sent a lot of shockwaves through the nation and has woken some sleeping dogs as well. I understand the GBA has issued a statement. But we want to find out from Mr. McCarthy. Mr. McCarthy is the editor of the Hawk newspaper, and he's well vested with what is happening on the ground. We want to find out from him what exactly is at the heart of this crisis. So stay tuned, and he will join us right away. Wonderful. Welcome back from our short break. And if you are just joining us, please do well to subscribe to our network and do well to subscribe and attach the alarm so that anytime there are updates, you will be notified. So we are discussing, so far we have looked at the 100 days of the John Mahama-led administration, and currently we are drifting into the saga of the Chief Justice. But that is the beauty of live discussion. Sometimes technology reminds us who is really in charge. But I'm pretty sure we'll reconnect in a moment. And exactly that is where we are. Okay, Mr. McCarthy, I was just trying to find out from you concerning the impeachment move against the Chief Justice that has sent a lot of shockwaves through the nation. From your vantage point, what's at the heart of this crisis?
Which crisis? What? I don't see any crisis. What is crisis?
What is the issue with the impeachment of the Chief Justice?
The position of the Constitution. The Constitution was not written by John Dramani Mahama. John Dramani Mahama's 4 months in office did not any constitutional provision. There have been no addition, no subtraction. It is what he came to meet. It is this same constitution that the Chief Justice, the embattled Chief Justice, Araba Tokonu, has been applying. True or false?
True.
So where is the crisis?
I believe it looks like we're experiencing a slight technical issue. Stay with us. We'll be right back in just a moment. And I'm pretty sure my technical team will work on it, and then let's see how best we can come out of it. But if you have just joined us, we are fully aware that there have been several petitions. Notably, 3 petitions were submitted to the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, requesting for the removal of the Chief Justice. As of today, we are told that there are 2 extra petitions, making 5 of them, and the process has kick-started. Even in that process, we see the MPP more or less become the spokesperson for the Chief Justice, insisting that the process should be curtailed and that the Chief Justice should be reinstated. So we want to find out what exactly the issues are and why even the process has even started. And that is why we want the view of Mr. McCarthy, who is the editor of the
You
Hub
see, I
newspaper.
am not. Yes.
Yeah. It seems we've momentarily lost connection with Mr. McCarthy. While we work to bring him back, let's quickly review some key points from the discussion so far. Okay, I think Mr. McCarthy is back.
I am on. I am
Okay,
on. You see, Mr.
yeah,
Jerome, the process has kick-started. It is in motion. The president has received petitions, and as dictated by the constitution, he is enjoined to submit or to find prima facie case. Unlike Akufo-Addo, John Dramani Mahama decided to send the petitions to the Council of State
okay.
to determine whether or not
Ah, wow, that is an interesting point. He was just trying to unpack a little more and then to elaborate, but it's unfortunate that the connectivity seems not to be helping us. And as I did indicate at the beginning, that's the beauty of live discussions. Sometimes technology itself reminds us who is really in charge. Is it us or it is the technology that is responsible? We're just looking at the issues surrounding the impeachment of the Chief Justice and all the noise surrounding it. It's interesting, wherever you are, you will recall that the same Chief Justice applied the same constitution to determine the case against the former, a former, what will you say, commissioner of the Electoral Commission. Well, the same constitution was applied, the same process, and then we got the person removed, acting on the powers of the president. Now is the term of John Mahama. Petitions have been submitted, duly conveyed to the Council of Elders, and have served the Chief Justice. He has responded, and the committee is sitting on it, and the hell is breaking loose. What constitutional error has the president committed? None. He's only a conveyor belt. Remember, the Constitution enjoins the president to implement the recommendation of the committee that he has set up and cannot vary it. So whatever comes out of it would be implemented. So we don't have to look at it as being acted upon by the president, unfortunately, which we are all looking at this way. But I believe strongly that we will still have an opportunity to see if the whole process is indeed just constitutional or there are political maneuvers. Mr. Magadi, can you hear me? I think we lost you momentarily.
I, yes, is our network.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Thank God I am back because I want to make this
Good.
point strongly. You see, let me start from here. John Dramani Mahama will do NDC's disservice. He will do Ghanaians disservice. A great one at that. Oh God of mercy. If he failed to ensure to the latter, like he did in the case of Henrietta
Lamte.
Lamte. We shortly forget that Akufo-Addo did not only sack Charlotte Osei. There was Charlotte Osei, Amadou Sule, and one other woman. There were three that Akufo-Addo chased out of the commission and brought his own puppets there. You see, from 2007 up to today, as we speak, the Supreme Court has been controlled by our MPP appointees. From 2007, don't forget, President Kufuor appointed Georgina Theodora Wood.
Yeah.
Then Akufo-Addo appointed Sophia Akufo. Akufo-Addo appointed Eni Yeboah. The Supreme Court, the Chief Justice that took $5 million bribe and never answered it and went to retirement with it. And then Akufo-Addo appointed Tokonu. So from 2007 till today, the Supreme Court has been in the pocket of the MPP. Going by the fact that any government, any president that appoints a chief justice or a judge have some level of control over him.
Okay.
You get it? So this is a prime opportunity. The good thing is that John Mahama did not manufacture the petitions. Let me place on record that under Akufo-Addo, petitions were sent to him for the removal of these same chief justices.
Okay.
True or false?
True.
So the petitions to remove Araba Tokonu didn't start under this regime. It started who decided that he was not going to abide by the dictates of the law, and for that matter, he disregarded those petitions. You get it? It is not for him to decide the merits of the petition. But in the case of Professor Kwaku Asari's petition, Akufo-Addo so much sued that petition on grounds that it was leaked into the public. True or false?
Okay.
Today, you have a Chief Justice leaked her response, her letters to the public. But Mahama says, no, I will play by the rule. When the woman requested for 7 days, Mahama gave her 10 days. And Ghana Bar Association didn't see the goodness of a president with good intention. This Ghana Bar Association on 24th issued a press statement saying that everybody must respect the process. By dint of magic hand, Ghana Bar Association woke up 2 days after to say about 7,000 of them has passed a resolution forcing the president to revoke his appointment and his suspension. Unfortunately, a group of lawyers who have come together could not provide one legal basis for their call. They couldn't state that President Mahama, by suspending the Chief Justice, has violated Article this, Article that, or that. So all they did, it was political. You see, the president of Ghana Bar Association, Efua Gatti, is the wife of Joe Gatti.
Oh, okay.
And when I say Joe Gatti, I hope you know Joe Gatti. Joe Gatti is here to answer on Sky Team and what have you. I'm talking about his wife is the president of the bar. On my Facebook, I have posted a picture of Joe Gatti and his wife, Afua Gatti, MPP mufflers. She was draped in MPP muffler on an MPP political campaign rally. So it is an MPP consultancy women organizer speaking in the voice of Ghana Bar Association. So if you take her serious, you do so at your own peril. This Ghana Bar Association was there when the people of SAR, talking about Central Coffee, Chafu, Likpe, and Lolobi, were denied representation 4 years. And we did not hear Ghana Bar Association issue a statement, not a single one. Ghana Bar Association was in this country when the people of Techiman South were maimed, about 8 of them killed. We didn't hear them. There was Ghana Bar Association when Chajuchikata filed an injunction to stop Peter Meru from being sworn in, and the Supreme Court vacated that injunction and allowed the Techiman South MP Mataje Mensah to be sworn in. We did not hear Ghana Bar Association. You see, I am tempted to believe that this bar is an empty bar. If it is not empty and there are bottles, then I think that the bottles in this bar are empty. If not, then all of them are drunk on alcohol. This must be a blue kiosk. This bar must be a blue kiosk, because I cannot imagine that lawyers will gather and the argument not grounded in law. I am sad. They are saying that because there is no procedure stated in law or provided by the Constitution. And I asked them a question. What is the standard practice globally as lawyers if there are no stated procedure established in law? What do you do? They couldn't tell us. All they say is that president should suspend. You see, a bunch of illegal, lawless lawyers hiding under Ghana Bar Association, wanting President Mahama to join them by engaging in illegality so that they will turn around and move impeachment process against him and say, look, petitions were brought to Mahama and he failed to act on them. He has gone against his his oath of office. And for that matter, he stands impeached. And they will do that campaign. At that time, there will be no answers. At that time, it will be very difficult to defend John Dramani Mahama. We were told before now that when the case is in court, you don't discuss the merit. True or false?
True.
How did the Ghana Bar Association get a petition and responses that were supposed? How did they get that? And they were not shy. Their political inclination did not allow them. They couldn't even hide it. They were like, we had a petition, we had responses, and by their standard, they've not found prima facie case. Excuse me. Let's go and take Article 146. Why did they say prima facie case is supposed to be determined by GBA? Is it Ghana Bar Association that determines prima facie? Why are they the one this time questioning what is not prima facie and what is prima facie?
Yeah. In live broadcasting, flexibility is key. And I think tonight we've had a dynamic conversation, and we just have to say thank you for your time, and thank you for your engagement. I believe strongly that we will continue this important dialogue next week or another time, because the system, it continuously fails us. It has been big questions demanding bold conversation. And tonight, we've just had that. And I think, Mr. McCarthy, the system seems not to be helpful. Maybe we'll just run it up and then we'll find another
Yes,
time.
yes. I'll be glad if this thing can be done tomorrow. You see, something came up, so
Yeah.
I have to come from the house. In my house, I think I have a stable internet connectivity.
Yeah.
This one, when you are running on the mobile phone, you know, our
Yeah.
network is failing me. That is why. So apologies to your cherished listeners and viewers. I will plead that this thing is done tomorrow so that we can properly and adequately look at it and tell people the truth. The
Yeah.
hypocrites in this country, you will not allow them to. You see, NDC should not be behaving like they are orphans. And that the MPP, they have their mothers and father in the house. No, the Ghana belongs to everybody. NDC has equal stake in Ghana just like any other. So why should they be allowing themselves for the MPP to be intimidating them, even when Ghanaians has given you overwhelming majority of 187 MPs? Then NDC is toying and playing with this MPP group of 88. It makes no sense to me. But that is it. You see, let me tell you what they wanted to do. The idea was that let the secretary resign and
Okay.
a few other people in the judiciary to say they are going on demonstration. But nobody wants to do it. It is only the secretary who resigned because he's the beneficiary of the workings of the Chief Justice.
Okay.
She is the special assistant or aide to the Chief Justice. If you are a judicial secretary, you are the secretary to the Chief Justice. Do you get it?
Okay.
She appoints you, so you work to her.
Ah. Okay, I think our producer will just have to take it. As I did indicate, big questions demand what? Bold conversations. And that is exactly what we're doing tonight, trying to unpack the issues surrounding the impeachment of the Chief Justice. And it has not been very smooth, but we've just had that. We will say thank you to Mr. Charles McCarthy for his insight, and to you, our audience, for staying engaged. At MyView, we believe democracy thrives when we dare to question, to debate, and to dream bigger for our nation. Join us next time, same place, same spirit. Until then, stay informed and stay bold. Good night.
The country where I come from, the truth is irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth?